Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcats Sports Network. Let's catch up with McKendree head football coach Mike Babcock. And coach, the Bearcats stepped out of conference for the final time last Saturday. Went up to Michigan to visit Davenport University, a first-time opponent. It was a game played in sloppy conditions, a game that went down to the wire. In fact, they needed extra time, an overtime loss for the Bearcats, 27-24. It was a game your team battled all the way, though, came back, kicked a field goal midway through the fourth quarter, and had some opportunities down the stretch.
Obviously a tough game. We go into every game feeling like, we have a chance to win if we play our ball, and unfortunately, we weren't able to do that this last Saturday. Davenport's a very good team. They had a good game plan against us, but at the end of the day, we just didn't play very well, and unfortunately, they did.
Despite the loss, you had several bright spots, most notably on offense. Cheyenne Edwards, who became the 5th Bearcat ever to rush for 2,000 career yards, had a big fourth quarter in overtime, ran for 82 of his 120 yards in that final quarter plus, and Cheyenne's just been a workhorse for you all 4 years, and it really showed this past season.
Cheyenne's kind of that, like you said, he is a workhorse for us. He does a nice job, not only on the ground, but as a leader as well. Guys look up for him, and they know that he'll get the tough yards, and so obviously a nice stat for him to pick up, but knowing him and knowing the rest of the guys, they probably would have rather had the win than a nice stat to hang on the wall. So but fortunately we still have a couple games left, and hopefully we can keep it going.
And on the defensive side of the ball, a position switch is Austin Welfa filling in for the injured Rico Gibson. His first career start at middle linebacker. He produces a career-high 21 tackles, finishes one shy of the game record for the Bearcats, and he was all over the place on Saturday.
Yeah, Welfa, Austin did a nice job for us to be able to come in and play a different position, and really have a lot of fun doing it. Like you said earlier, it was bad conditions. It was raining the whole game, so Davenport wanted to keep it on the ground, and they wanted to get it out in space, and Welfa was basically all over the place, trying to tackle them and being in position to make plays. He had a nice interception, and hopefully we can get some more out of them this week.
That interception you alluded to did set up a first quarter score. The Bearcats this year has been their MO, has been opportunistic on turning opposing turnovers into points this year. So far, 62 points off of turnovers for McKendree this season.
Absolutely, it's something that we preach, getting turnovers defensively and not giving them up offensively. I think we've been pretty decent at it. I hope that we can continue to get more and more turnovers as the season kind of finishes out. So, hopefully we can kind of keep that thing going.
The focus shifts back to Great Lakes Valley Conference play for the final 4 weeks of the regular season, beginning this coming Saturday against Missouri S&T. And this is a team that's on a roll right now. They come in 5-2. They've won their last 5 games. Interestingly, we talked about it before we come on the air here. All of those victories coming on the road. So this is their first home game coming up in nearly 6 weeks, and a team that'll be hungry for more.
Absolutely. I think they're on a roll right now. Not only that you're winning 5 games, but you're winning on the road. So it's going to be nice for them to be back at home, so they don't have to travel. They'll have their home fans there. So and they're a very, very good football team, both offensively and defensively. So I think it's a big task for us on Saturday night, and hopefully we can get it going.
Pretty balanced offense for Missouri S&T. Tyler Swartz been a 4-year quarterback for them, and then they have a nice 1-2 punch on the ground. Talk about what you see offensively at Missouri S&T.
You're talking about one of the top quarterbacks in the league, one of the top running backs in the league, one of the top wide receivers in the league. I mean, it's kind of a 1, 2, and 3 punch in my opinion. I think that they do a nice job both running and passing. And I think that's been a little bit different, over the years past, but they've got experience at those positions. And so it creates some problems for defenses. And I think they do a very nice job of kind of getting the ball in space to their wide receivers. I think they do a nice job of trying to, pound you on the ground and then change it up and trying to hit you over the top. So I think that's how they've been able to not only move the ball but score points, and they're doing a nice job of that, and I think they are definitely one of the premier teams in the league.
Defensively, it seems they've taken a page out of the Bearcats playbook. Pressure on the quarterback. They like to rush. They get to the quarterback. 5 sacks last week in their win against Lincoln, and a team that flies to the football.
They've always been stellar at getting to the quarterback. They do a nice job by just changing it up on defense. They have different types of defensive fronts. They'll play flex, they'll play double eagle, they'll play a 3-4, straight 3-4, they'll blitz from here, blitz from there, play man, play zone. I mean, they kind of change it up and force an offense to really execute at a high level. And if you don't, that's when problems end up happening, and that's when they're able to get around that quarterback. So we definitely have to protect up Reese this week, and hopefully be able to make some plays.
Coach, as we mentioned, the final 4 weeks of the regular season upcoming, so the final month of this 2017 season. What have you talked to about the team this week, getting that focus back into GLVC play?
The big thing is to understand that this is Missouri S&T week. It's not Indy week. It's not Davenport week. It's not a Lincoln or Quincy or anybody else that's going to be in the future. Right now it's all about S&T, and we've got a big challenge in front of us. To be able to go on the road to play a very good football team at their place, middle part of the season. All of those kind of little things that we talked about in the preseason and what we wanted to accomplish, we want to be able to win on the road, and this is just another one of those check marks to see if we can find a way to get it done. So big challenge ahead of us. Very good football team. It'll be exciting to see what happens on Saturday night.
We will too, Coach. Good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate it.
Don't forget, you can catch the broadcast of the McKendree Missouri S&T game online at glvcsn.com/McKendree, beginning with the pregame show at 6:45 p.m. with a 7 p.m. kickoff.